Right, my brothers. All right, my brothers. First of all, I like to go ahead and we are here. It is official. This is the first of many episodes. Um, to the people, y'all see it smiling and laughing, but y'all really don't know what was said before I hit the record button.
It was a lot. I can tell y'all that. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, we all of us would like to welcome y'all to the Metaphysical Music Podcast Show. I am one of three co-hosts, brothers. Go by Keenan or Kane, whatever y'all want to call me. We have brother Jonathan, we got brother Theeyo, and we got brother D Mosier. Um, this episode is basically just going to be a little introduction. Then we do have a subject that we're going to talk about, vibrational thoughts. So everything is lining up and whatnot. So if any one of y'all brothers, if y'all want to go ahead and take the floor, be my guest.
Well, I'm just going to say peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, peace to the soul tribe. It's metaphysics and music, baby. We up in here. Yeah.
I shame.
Yeah, I don't mind going ahead and starting it off. So my name is Jonathan. Like you said earlier, you guys can call me Jonathan or Joe Nail. I'll go by either or. That's my artist name. And I kind of just wanted to touch on what metaphysics means to me. And the metaphysics aspect it just means gaining self-knowledge to me per se. I feel like self-knowledge is overlooked in our society. So I'm glad we have a platform to kind of talk about it a little bit more. But just, getting to know yourself on the deepest level you possibly can, it benefits you in so many ways. And the music aspect, I feel like music is a tool to know yourself better, as well as to express yourself. You feel me? So they kind of go hand in hand with each other. So, I mean, and even just listening to music as it is, that's a way to help you express yourself as well. Because, if you have listen to music and you start to feel like happy or sad or angry or whatever it is, right? It's kind of bringing those emotions up so you can express them, right? So that's why music is so powerful. And even just listening to it and, getting goosebumps. You feel me? Whenever you listen to music and you get goosebumps, it's like something you heard resonated with your being on a deep, visceral level, right? That's why you're getting goosebumps. So it helps you to understand yourself in that aspect as well. So, I mean, and that's just listening to it. Creating it is a whole nother beast. So I'm excited to kind of explore that idea a little bit more and kind of, just get some more self-knowledge and whatnot. So
It's a
that's
connection.
for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm going to just introduce myself. I'm Brother Theeyo, a true connoisseur of all types of music. As you see my background, music, no life. Music is the air that I breathe. It's what sustains me. It's actually food for me. It's food for thought. It's also food for spirit. It's food to help change any mood, because food does alter or affect our moods, and it is a vibration. But this vibration is actually real food that can do what you so desire for it to do. Music definitely alters your feelings, or it can help to enhance your feelings. or in your moods. We can turn on something that resonates with us and takes us to a space of joy. We can take it to a space of bliss. We can also listen to things that take us to low vibrational moments in our lives. Even if it wasn't a moment in your life, it can take you to a place that it can guide you. Music is a guide, and it's definitely a vibration with all of us. Everything is music. When we think about it, everything is a vibration, and everything has a musical language. Music is a language that's a universal language. You can know somebody on the other side of the world. You hear a frequency, you hear a vibration, you hear a beat, you hear something, and y'all don't speak the same ethnic languages, but they hear that beat and that vibe, and you're on the same groove, you're on the same frequency. So it's a language and it's a feeling that resonates with all beings, even with animals. Animals make music. I love the birds, man. I love the birds, hearing the birds making music. Even the wind, that's music. Everything's music. I love music. And I think music loves me too.
It does, my brother. It
Absolutely.
does.
Absolutely.
It does, and that was a beautiful way to explain that. My name is D Mosier. I'm a music head, been a music head, but I'm more so now on the herbalist aspect. But music is everything. Music is a big part of us. It's our subconscious. It's what brings us together. And the best part about it, on a metaphysical standpoint, it's just not tapping just an emotional response, just when it comes to music in general. It can hit spiritual, it can hit the subconscious, it can deeper go into depths with you to finding your inner being and inner peace. And not to mention, it's extremely good going what Brother Jonathan was saying too. When people do music, they do things, where people can resonate with, they can connect with. But on a high vibrational standpoint, that's what we want to end up going for, because like I like to laugh, you know what I mean? So like I'm a jokester and all this and that. And so with me, that's a form of therapy, you know what I mean? On a high vibration. Certain music can put you in that particular place. I've been sick before, and I would listen to certain things. I would just get myself in a certain state, and it has helped me out so many ways tremendously, vibrational and metaphysical. And so, to be honest, Brother Theeyo had hit that on the head, at a very good aspect though. That I was just like, hey, he done summed it up, you know what I mean? So like, I appreciate it, brother. Nothing but gratitude.
I say.
I say, indeed, brother, indeed. In word and in deed.
Now, hell, I go by too many names, but just call me Brother Keenan. We gonna go with the government name that my daddy gave me. And speaking of my father, he is the one that introduced me to music at a very very young early age. Fell in love with it, especially rap. When hip hop first came out, he had the Sugar Hill Delight album, because I grew up listening to albums and everything. So he would just play that Joker over and over and over, and I might have been about 5 or 6, and I started to memorize the lyrics that these brothers were saying, and at an early age, I started to understand what these brothers were saying. Didn't really understand what metaphysics was then. I got a better understanding now, but in a nutshell, metaphysics and spirituality has always been in my life from the get go. When my father passed away in 07, I cried a lot. I mourned him, but I heard his voice also, and I heard him say, "Son, if you want to remember me, play the songs that we used to listen to." So I started doing that. Talking to Brother Theeyo, probably about a couple months ago. I feel like he was channeling, and I felt like the spirit came through him and gave him some important information, and to piggyback off of something that this brother said. He said when you listen to certain music, you can actually time travel back to that moment and that time. So what Brother Theeyo don't know what I wound up doing. I wound up going on Google and I Googled up memories because I wanted to see what the definition of memories is. And I'm gonna try to make this real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to go ahead and get into the subject real quick. Or you know what? With the way how time is going, we might just go ahead and just freestyle this thing out. And then if you brothers do want to prep on what was said earlier, you know, before we recorded, I have no problem with that. You know what I mean? So let me okay, it's not in that one. That ain't it either. Where are you at?
One thing too, I want to end up saying too, brother Jonathan, especially with you, is you still doing the music and you still writing, and you really connected into your creativity. And creativity can pull from so many different aspects, especially with you being knowing high vibration and what that actually is. That means you set yourself in a certain mindset of mindfulness. You just ain't spewing at the mouth or just any and anything. You know what I mean? Man, I'm hitting it. You know what I mean? Nah, you're spitting at a conscious level. And and I know you pull from a place too as well. You know what I mean? You pull from a place. And a lot of things too, especially when it comes to educating people, you pull from a place of love. Because you ain't just educating for just no particular reason at all. You're doing that for a particular term or a goal that you're looking to persuade the people or to give to people. And that comes from an aspect of love of visualizing, because I guess we all have done this before. When we listen to music, not just doing music, but when you listen to music, you ever just put yourself in a place like you just riding out to it. You got your ride out song that you end up doing. Yeah. Or you hearing somebody playing, they playing back, slapping, and you just, ugh. You ain't just hearing it. You come with a visualization aspect on it. And a lot of times, subconsciously, we'll apply those things to ourselves. These step out songs and all. And it's good, especially too. That's how you tap into that inner self, especially when you're listening to something with the intentions of what it's done for, instead of just doing something because how it makes you just feel. I mean, we can listen to a song about anger or madness, and then we feel that. You know what I mean? Hey, that's not what we're trying to end up doing, to embody. And so I just wanted to end up saying that just on a salute to you, brother, because I know what it is, and I know as a music listener and everybody that's in here, because everybody breathes, lives it, breathes it, eats it. It's all of it the same thing. And so I just wanted to end up saying that, brother, and everything. To you, to Brother Theeyo, to you as well, family. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I slick don't feel like calling you by the government name. You know what I mean? But hey,
well, you can call me Kane for short, because another meaning of Keenan is Kane.
Okay, gotcha.
So everything that I do, it has to have a meaning, but behind it just ain't. I'm gonna call my name Brother No Draws. You know what I'm saying? Now if I call myself Brother No Draws, I gotta have a good reason for their name, because when I hear some artists and I ain't gonna put put nobody on blast or anything, but you got some artists that's out right now, little this and um I can't say that name because this brother was like, oh man, he trying to come at me. So I can't say that name, but you know certain names and whatnot. I actually pay attention to that because what a lot of people don't understand. Your name has a vibration to it.
Absolutely.
So if you are Reverend no good, yeah, it might be Reverend No Good, but it's a no good vibration that's tagged along to that as well. And people have to be very, very careful of names. What they choose to call themselves. I found what I was looking for. Real quick, memory in the human sense is a lingering experience because we exist in time, that is, we are born, we grow, we age. Memory is something that allows us to embrace meaning from our experiences.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I say, yeah, most definitely.
See that one and that was on Google. That what I found, and I said, wow. And in a nutshell, that's what this podcast show is all about. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact all of us, and then everybody that's going to be, well, everybody that's listening and watching us and everything, they have certain past experiences. When they hear a particular song or hear a particular beat, boom, it takes them back, to that moment and everything. And we have a very, very important job, assignment. Let me just say that, because now it seems like more and more people are starting to take the veil, off their eyes, and people are starting to see, what's really going on and everything when it comes to music, religion, food, medicine. I mean, when you think about any and everything seems like everything is kind of like all tied in, together and it's going, hand in hand. And a lot of things are starting to be revealed more and more and everything.
Correct.
So I know with you, brother Jonathan, the direction that you're going in, with the tracks that you got, you're going in the right direction, my brother. And
Absolutely. I agree.
you
I want to
you
just chime in and say this.
got our backs.
Uh, I'm just going to chime in for a second. Music is medicine. Music is also poison. It could be either way. Music is medicine, and it can also be poisonous, especially when we're talking about some of this modern day music, especially when it's attuned to 440 hertz. It's destructive. But music has always been a form of joy and relief and excitotoxics, which helps us to heals our bodies, heals our minds, takes us on trips. It has a lot of healing faculties in music. Also the same with spirituality. Spirituality is medicine. That's how I'm just kind of correlating metaphysics and music together because they both can heal us. When we absorb them, really absorb them, because a lot of times we can take even like metaphysical things or even spiritual things, we can take them so lightly. We hear them and then we don't hear them and we don't apply them. But when we hear them and we absorb them not only in our physical ears, but we absorb them deep down in our spirit, then we learn to apply these principles and those spiritual laws and certain practices that we hear, and it heals us. Absolutely heals. Same with music. When we listen to the right type of music with good energy, good frequencies, 432, 528. There's a lot of other different frequencies of music that actually do amazing things for our bodies and for our minds and our spirit. When we listen to the right frequencies and when they have the right lyrics, just like Brother Jonell drops some dollars, he drops some gems in his lyric. And those things elevate us. They can do one or two things. A lot of music back in the days of old music was all high vibration, like Earth, Wind, and Fire, Frankie Beverly, May, Cameo, even Parliament Funkadelic. When you start, and it's all different genres of music, but when you listen to the music, the frequencies of the music, it lifted us up. And even the lyrics, sometimes the lyrics might not be so, you can't grab them right away, but later on, you'll catch it. You'll see that, whoa, that was heavy, but it was high vibration. Now, a lot of the stuff we listen to doesn't, like you were saying, to your point, Brother Keenan, a lot of this stuff don't have no meaning. No. The lyrics, it got to mean something to keep us up because we're in a spiritual war. And music is one of the tools that's being used in this war. A lot of people may or may not realize that. But it can help us win, or it's either going to take us out. It all depends on what we subscribe to, what we allow, what we listen to. I love high vibrational music in many different genres, and I wish the whole world was on the same ideology. This whole world would be a better place, but in this podcast, I hope we can bring some light and shed some light on someone that it can help elevate their mind, their body, their spirit, mentality, whatever it does. I hope it helps and I hope it heals. Ashe.
You're 100% right, Brother Theo. So as well too, we have to end up setting up healthy boundaries as well. Then, correct, Brother Theo? Just for some people that just no, man, listen to this, you know what I mean? And yeah. So I'm with you wholeheartedly, brother. Ashe.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this question. Say somebody they got a nice beat. Now the frequency beat is not on what it needs to be on, but their lyrics are with good attention. Now, how does that have an effect on us? Or does everything, lyrics and the beat, need to be all on one accord?
I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna say this real quick. If the music is tuned to a certain frequency and the frequency resonates with the earth and with the body, with nature, with us, and then the lyrics are high vibrational, that just elevates the person. And it doesn't matter about the industry, because industry they just want stuff that sells. It's about money. But we got to think about, what are we doing here? Are we doing this stuff to help, to make people joyful? Are we doing it because we just want the money? At the end of the day, I would rather see people happy than worrying about money. If something that I put out, it elevates and lifts somebody's vibrations, it makes them happy, takes them from one place to another place. That's what I think it should be about. So, just to answer your question, if they were to do that, take the frequency and change the frequency with some high vibrational lyrics, all they could do is raise the score.
Right.
Yeah. I personally think that the lyrics matter just a little bit more than the beat, just because of the mere fact that if somebody put trash lyrics over a beat that's tuned to 528, I don't think it's going to do much for you. But if somebody has a beat that's tuned to the typical frequency, they really spitting that knowledge or spitting whatever, I feel like that's definitely going to be able to permeate your being a bit more, but I think both of them together, like Brother Theeyo was saying, yeah, that's powerful. But I think the lyrics is just matter just a little bit more than the beat.
You want me to tell you as well? I agree with that wholeheartedly. Because at first I was going to see who was going to go first, but I've made some beats when I was mad, like pissed. And a lot of them came out to be minor tracks, you know what I mean? Darker end. And when you listen to them, you can tell they will put somebody in a vibrational state where they just want to rap on some foolishness. You know what I mean? I've noticed that when I would play that into the past of people, they're ready to go ahead and, you know, sell some drugs or something over here, or shoot up somebody. And like, I'm like, wow. I noticed that compared to when I went in the studio with a calm mind and I just come up with something that was experimental. Or when I was happy, like when I knew I was fixing to go on a vacation or something, I made some of the most minor tracks and they were beautiful in a lot of little sense. So it's real, all of it is still energy and it resonates, even though that some of it was on the keyboard, it was digital, but it's still the intentions that went into that made those chord progressions. And not to mention what I was already programmed listening to the industry music in the first place. And that can influence a particular artist to be a certain way. You know what I mean? Whether they are a good artist or a trash artist. So, but you are right. But them, they putting the icing and the presentation on the cake when somebody is trash and they get on top of a particular song, because it can hit her. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it can hit it all, because they just on some foolishness. You can be on something good and just tear it up, man. Just
Right.
That was a great question as well.
Well, the reason that I asked that question is because from my past, being a part of a rap group and also a label and everything. This particular producer, it's kind of fucked up because this producer, he wound up killing somebody in the studio at all places. But anyway, he would make certain tracks off of certain emotions that he was going through. And when I would hear some of them, I'm just gonna be kind of blunt and honest. If it was more of a dark energy, oh, I'm all day just now something that the people don't know that we kind of talked about last week. We ain't gonna get too much into that, but channeling. And I mentioned, when people write, you're channeling. The thing is, you don't know who you channeling from. Because when homeboy used to give us everything, like I said, it'll be on and popping. You know what I mean? And then when we would hear something that would be more positive, more upbeat. Now we're tuned into a love frequency. We talking about love. We're talking about happiness, and we're talking about how we can overcome and whatnot. So I just, man, I'm loving this round table. You know what I'm saying? Because we putting it, putting it out there, to the people, and letting them hear it and letting them taking it all in. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go a whole nother. I'm still on topic, but it's just been piggyback to what you said about joyful music. When we think about the first and very first instrument, it was the vocal cord. It was singing. And then drums. Going back to the ancients, to the ancestors of Africa, drum. That's music. They used to talk through the drums and even vocals and things like that. Then when we get a little bit fast forward, we get into the slavery times, and they sing hymns of what you're talking about, trying to overcome, trying to get through situations. But those songs have a lot of pain, but they had a lot of high vibratory energy in them, because it was about coming together. It was about they looking forward to that day of freedom, freedom of the day of being free, setting themselves free. They would have always something to look forward to. So they were joyful songs, also although sometimes they were a little sad in the lyrics, but the joy that came through was a very heartfelt, soul-felt, expressive joy of the future. And even when you get to church, the hymns and things in church, people got hope. They got faith. We got hope. We got faith. It was high vibrant music. Music is life, man. It's a life force. It keeps us alive. Me, that when I say that no music, no life, I mean that. If I don't listen to music, I feel like I'm dead. I gotta have some music somewhere, sometime, somehow. And the higher the higher vibratory, the better it is for me because that's energy. Um, but in this world that we're in, realistically, there is a duality. Just as well as there's high vibe, there's low vibe. We can't have one without the other. So we wouldn't even know what one was if we didn't have it. So everything has its place and everything has its purpose. But yeah, I'm just glad I'm glad I got ears. If I didn't have ears, that shit would resonate deep down in my soul. I'd still be beating and rapping on the drums. I love music.
Everything that you were just saying right there, not to jump in, but I'm gonna tell you, brother, the visualization came in, and even what you mentioned with the church, and you notice that you can hear a certain instance or even music. I'm over here thinking about what certain people are doing, especially when there was good music going on. I'm hearing it, and I'm just like, or I sent a song to a family member, and they cried like crazy, and they remember that from here on out. Like you remember certain loved ones and everything else, and just by the music in general, you know what I mean? And the context of it. So now I'm with it. This is I'm enjoying just hearing that. Brothatheeyo hit that on the head as well. You know what I mean? So like it's beautiful.
Now let me ask y'all this. Well, what about the gospel scene? Is that infiltrated or not?
I can speak on. I used to hear this all the time because especially like in churches and dealing with like gospel musicians, and even like when doing music professionally, I dealt with somebody that dealt in the gospel industry. You know, we produced together. He called it secular music. You know what I mean? He just like I was just like, so what would be considered as even if we did something that was positive? And that mindset, he told me, any other music touches the heart. And I was like, okay. But he said, but when you do gospel music, it touches the soul, you know? And I remember I used to hear that, but I started like finding out in what particular way, because when you started hearing certain gospel music, it's not in the context of what you're speaking on. You know what I mean? Right. It was just more so feel good. So I can say in some instances, it just depends on the direction where it goes. You know what I mean? What infiltration, because a lot of them, they did that for uplifting, motivational. Some people that end up doing it was for God, but it can be a mixed bag because now it's a little bit of everything that's out here now. It just still depends on the context of the person and what they put into at that particular time in that moment. Because I've heard some extremely good music that touched a certain way, and some other things like, nah, that was inspirational, really just to fill their pockets. You know what I mean? So.
In the beginning, when they started having church music, it came from the Catholic Church. They used solfeggio music.
Yeah.
They used solfeggio frequencies because those are the frequencies of God. So that's what they did to get people on certain spiritual levels and get them to gather in the church. No matter what they were teaching in their religion, this was their way of connecting the music to the spirit of the God. And then it started turning it into whatever, like you just said, brother, like they started putting things in there and guiding it to where they want to go for inspiration to fill their pocket. But we know, and I'm going to get in religion, but the Catholic Church is all about the paper, baby. And at the end of the day, though, they connected the two. Okay, these people coming in and they worshiping, and because they're feeling this frequency and this vibration of God in our music, so that draws them. and they feel, okay, God said, give us this, give us that. So they're going to do that based on the spirit, but it got kind of tainted and twisted. But at the end of the day, the music is still connected to our spirit, period. It don't matter who you worship, who you subscribe to. You can subscribe to Satan, but they got satanic music too. It just depends on the spirit of the person and what they allow, what they subscribe to, and what they want to absorb. But music is all around frequency. It's for everybody to enjoy. It can build you up. It can tear you down. Your choice. You can get with this or you can get with that. I think I'll get with this. Because metaphysics and music is where it's at, baby.
Yes, sir.
It is, brother. It
Yes,
is,
sir.
brother. It really. You can get with this or you can get with that. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, you ain't lying. I say, brother.
Yeah.
Well, brother D Mosier, I know you got to run and everything. Like I said, next week, you know what we talked about earlier. We're definitely gonna go ahead and get into that. Me and the rest of the brothers, we're gonna probably keep on going just a little bit longer and everything. And you know, I'll be sending you a copy and whatnot. And you know, all is well and peace, love, and joy, my brother.
Peace,
Peace to the
love,
God. Peace to the God,
brother.
brother DeMosier.
Man, peace, brother. Peace, love, brother. Peace and
Peace and love.
Peace. I enjoyed
Wholeness
this.
and
I really
joy.
do.
Wholeness and joy. I
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all brothers, take it easy, man.
Okay,
bro.
all right, y'all. You know, brother Theeyo, you just hit on something that I never heard of knew about. You know, when the Catholic Church and the way how they formatted you now is that going into to their hymns?
To him, yeah, actually, it was just like a music, because you know that music that you hear, just like organs and stuff like that. At first, it just go that like just the vibration or the tone coming out like those big organs that had the big pipes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's how they draw people to the church, because those are tones of the Most High. Those are frequencies of the Most High. So the Catholic Church started implementing those to bring people into the church, because that's everybody's seeking spiritual enlightenment at that time. And we are still doing that. Everybody's seeking to get to a higher place. And the music is what attracts. The music is what magnetizes, especially that spirit, that music. It's called Solfeggio music. I got some videos. I got some information. I'll send it to you. I'll email it to you. I'll text it to you. And then you can kind of get an idea on what I found out, because it's nothing that I know, but it makes so much sense. But I'll send you the video so you can check it out.
okay. That is very very interesting. You know the way how let me get y'all minds. You know, y'all come on. Now I got and I hate to say this, but basically a pimp.
That's pimping. Yeah.
You know, and that's how a lot of pimps, you know, that's how they operate, is to control.
Captivate the mind.
Exactly. And because once they get the mind, the body automatically gonna follow.
Control the mind, the body will follow. Yeah.
You know, it's like, wow, that's really, really deep. Wow, I'm just trying to wrap my head around that one. That now everything for me makes sense, because funny little story. I might have been probably about 6 or 7, and at this particular time, my grandmother, my father's mother, she was coming to get me and my older sister, and she was taking us to church, like every Sunday. And now my grandmother at this time, she was on the mother's board, and I remember they was looking for a pastor. Now my mother and them, they born and raised from Canton, well, we might say Jackson, Mississippi. So they wind up finding a preacher from down in Jackson, Mississippi, and no lie, his name was Kane. So he used to go by Reverend Kane. So when the brother when the brother came up from Mississippi, now this was probably uh, kind of late 80s going into the 90s. The brother, he had a dry ass jury curl, real dry. So after the church had wound up breaking bread with the pastor and everything, that following week, Jerry Curl was on drip. He had a brand new Cadillac. He had brand new clothes. Um, Looked totally different from the previous week. And I wound up saying something because I used to sit by my grandmother in church, and I said, dang, look at that man. I was like, he looked different. He didn't got money and now he acting brand new. And my grandmother, she wound up hit me on my arm, and she was like, don't you speak upon the pastor like that. But I felt at that age something was not right with this man. And several months have went by. The truth wound up coming out that he was wound up stealing money from the church. And something that he used to do a lot of, he would always find that one particular song, and he'll have the men's choir sing this song, and then after they would get finished singing, he would get up there and he'll say, "Okay, now it's time to pass the offering plate around." And he used to pass them. Some churches is only supposed to be passed around one time, but he was doing two and three times. And I would little boy just watching, and I'm like, wow, I'm like, they were really giving everything to this man. Now I get it, and I understand the whole concept of bills have to be paid and stuff like that, but I always felt like some pastors they have always taken advantage of the flock, as they say.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that just goes back to the frequencies of music because it makes people open up certain chakras, things like that. I just put something in the group chat about the solfeggio music in the church. Very interesting documentary.
Okay.
Music changes our moods. It changes our frequencies. Like I said, our chakras, the heart chakra, the root chakra, sacral chakra. A lot of times, think about it. Some music puts you in that romantic mood where you want to get it on with your girl. Let's get it on. And then you got some stuff that just makes you want to love. Then you got some stuff that make you want to fight. We all the chakras lines up with different types of music. It affects us in many different ways that we don't even think about. We think we're just listening to something and just no. We're heavily attached to music. So even when it comes to being in the church and the pastor playing a certain song, maybe he knew, maybe he didn't know. That made people go into their pockets because they're feeling something from the heart and that love of God. They pulling out, and that is some pimp shit for real, for real.
Yeah.
Religion has always been about pimping the people. I don't care what religion it is. Now, the one religion that I do have to have respect for is the Nation of Islam because they giving something to their people. They building
Right.
their people up. They're not just pimping their people out. They lifting and raising the nation. All the other religions, people walk away from the church or they walk away from service and they still confused. They don't know where they're going in life. They don't.
Right.
But I just gotta give credit to the Nation of Islam because they always been on point with uplifting our people and giving them some direction, giving them life. I've known brothers that come from the bottom, from the curb, from the dirt, and I look at them and they establish, boom, boom, you can't look at them and tell because they on change their life. There's a whole 180 and they stand and talk through it all. And they, man, I got to give credit to the Nation of Islam. All the other religions, like even in church, we go to church and we still looking for the Messiah. Well, we right here. We the Messiah because ain't nobody coming to save us. But we can collectively get together on one spirit, one accord, and help to save ourselves. And everybody do the best we can, and it is strength and unity. But when we go to the church, the pastor is the one giving the sermon, so we tapping into his program. Everybody wants to believe what the pastor said. It's pimping, mind control. The pastor telling you what to think, what to feel, and then he telling you to go in your pocket and pay him. Hey, and you still walk away empty and confused.
Mm-hmm.
My father was a pastor, but he was a good man because he didn't, just like you said to your testament, to your story, he didn't pass the basket around 100 times. He passed it around once, give what you can. If you can't, no worries, because he always worked. He always took care of the payments. He got in there, fixed the church. When I was in there, neat, suited and booted to do work in the church. And if somebody called him, he go to help people. You know, he wasn't about just giving their money, but everybody is not the same. We all have different spiritual levels, different agendas here, and different missions that we hear. Everybody who's been here, they're supposed to do exactly what they're supposed to do. That's part of their assignment. When we start to let that resonate with us and not be judgmental about why this person this or why this person that, that's part of their mission. That's part of their assignment. Whatever they got to do, they got to do it. That's their path. But going circling all the way back around, coming back to the church, music is used in everything, man. Music influences us. It's also a form of programming too, because we tune into the station, a radio program, a radio station, because we want to hear something good. We want to hear something that inspires us, or we want to hear something that fires us up, that motivates us to work out or to go and do this. We want something, some type of frequency to keep us on a certain vibration. And it all revolves around music, man. Music is life. Music is life. I know there's many things that I can do without, but I can't do without the music. Even if I ain't playing it, I gotta listen to something. Even if I'm just humming it in my head, I gotta listen to something, you know. So just to stay, that saying goes, music soothes the savage beast. It does.
Yeah, it does. And but believe it or not, you know, you can take that savage, and they can hear something like some kind of soothing meditation music. And once
Yeah.
they start to hear that, it automatically, you know, starts to level them, and they start to come down, and they come down,
Yeah.
and they come down, and they come down. You know, and another thing that we can kind of touch upon also is breathing. Because
Yeah.
when we're breathing,
It's a rhythm.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. You know, it's like when we was coming up as kids, and we know we about to get ready to fight. That breathing, it
Yeah.
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Then after we done fighting or rustling and tussling, we like
Gotta catch your breath.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
you know, like,
Rhythm.
oh shit, like what just happened?
It's a rhythm.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, when you have like more discordant breathing, you know, you tend to be in a more chaotic mindset. You feel me? Because your breathing is kind of just off. It's off beat. So when your breathing is off beat, you're kind of off beat. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
like if you practice meditation, you sit down, you meditate, and you do like square breathing. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but it's a rhythm to it. You know, you're able to tap into a deeper sense of peace or calmness. So yeah, breathing is music as well. You know, it
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
kind of
Cadence. Cadence. It's about cadence. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You know, and that's why with me personally, I have a personal belief that everything is spiritual. No matter if it's chaotic or if it's not chaotic, because you know we all came from chaos, but part of this chaos, it had to, you know, it had to be some kind of order. It had to be some kind of law, because if it's no law to this chaos that's going on, everything is going to be fucking out of whack and
Yeah,
everything. You know,
yeah,
so you know, many spiritual teachers we done heard in the past, you know, have always said, you know, you can't have good without having the bad, you know, as well, and whatnot.
right.
And I know some people that might watch this and listen to this, they might not even believe that.
Well, I mean, what I personally believe is when you when you encounter the bad, you feel me, it's an opportunity to find goodness in it as well. You feel me? Um, I feel like God, He created bad so we can understand, you know, where we're at and kind of where we're going. Like for example, you know, people I think people like to they're addicted to suffering per se.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
when you're sitting down and you're in that suffering mindset, you know, it shows you where your thoughts are discordant. Like, all right, so maybe I shouldn't be thinking about this. Or maybe there's something I need to heal within myself. You feel me? So everything kind of has a purpose. Even the bad, you know, the worst situations in your life. Like I remember this Holocaust story of Viktor Frankl. Um, he he was in one of the concentration camps. He was, you know, struggling down bad with everybody, but at the same time, he found love in a situation like that because of the mere fact that, you know, he understood that they could take away, you know, your physical freedom, but they can't change your attitude. That's the one thing that, you know, we keep the power that we keep within ourselves, you know. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to touch on that for a little bit.
I say, I say.
okay. I absolutely agree because they can take away many things, but that's one thing they can't take away is your free will to think and to feel. And even with that being said, you can take the body unless like we just said, you take if someone steals the brain, they take the body to get capture the mind, the body will follow. Well, if you are a free thinker, you will let no one capture your brain. Parliament said way back in the day in one of their songs, mind your wants because someone wants your mind. That still reigns true today. That lyric read is very valid till today because what is everything going on in this world? It's about trying to capture, control your mind in the form of EMFs, in the form of frequencies that we can't see, in the form of toxins and this and that, parasites, mind control parasites. It's still a mind game. It's all to try to capture your mind and keep you sick. If you can't focus, you got to lean on someone else to focus for you. We ain't gonna say no names, but who is that? Who is that gonna be able to focus for you to run your life? But we got to have we got to have the the will to be free, to want to think freely for yourself. So you can feel what you want to feel, you can think what you want to think, and you can make what you want to make, even when it comes to music. Even if they locked away your took control and you didn't have anything to make music, that music's still in here. It'll never leave. We remember songs. We remember tunes. We can replay them and come back in the head and be bouncing off. I remember this jam, I remember that jam. We got a limitless recorder in our head from all the times that we've heard things that resonate with us. And those things are still in our memory bank, in our music library in our head. So we can recall those anytime we want to replay the tape. But if they kill the mind and that your mind can't think right, yeah, just like a lot of people develop mental illnesses, Alzheimer's, dementia, and things like that. they decline a little faster after that because they can't remember anything. Music is memory too. And like I said, it takes us on trips. We time travel with music. It takes us on dreams. We dream with music. Music is a time machine.
Now, would you even say, besides going back in the past, can you use it to daydream the future?
Absolutely, I think so.
Because I know what I do. So I
do
just
too.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I mean, think about even with a lot of the songs that we hear today, and they may not be resonate totally with us on certain things, but we hear certain lyrics and certain rap songs, like stuff like I tell you one of my favorites, Chris and T. I don't know if y'all hit the Chris and T. I expect the best, but nothing less. I done posted it up before. And it talks about futuristic things. I expect this for my life. I expect this. I expect the best for myself. So you're thinking about moving forward into the future. So yeah, that helps you to dream. It helps you to put out good vibrations for what's coming in the future, good thoughts. And it does help you to achieve things. Music influences us. Great lyrics influence us greatly. They give us extra platforms to grow, to want to better ourselves, or there's some music that wants you to stay where you are. Right. Some music wants you to kill yourselves. It just depends on what we subscribe to. But hell yeah, man, music definitely helps us move to the future. 100%.
Yeah. And even like, just some of them Christian songs about being grateful. You feel me? Gratitude is the act of receiving. So when you in that mindset, you're getting ready to receive something. Right. So in that regard, you working in the future as well. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, this is it's been a real good one.
Yeah.
It's many more. But this first one, yeah. This like touching the soul. Because I mean, it almost seems like we can just talk hours and hours just about music. The influence of it and whatnot. Matter of fact, I do not want to forget, and I meant to say something before Brother D Mosier had to get off. I want y'all brothers to, and I'm gonna get the information from y'all, but I want y'all brothers, if the people want to reach out or contact y'all, whatever information y'all want them to have, this is the platform for it all as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's on y'all.
On you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all want to ever check out my music or anything like that, y'all can check out my Instagram. It's a.joneil, AYE Joneil, JONIEL. Y'all can check me out on there. Kind of been on a hiatus from social media for the time being, but I'll definitely be back with some more music very soon. So yeah, go ahead.
Now, do you got anything on SoundCloud or
Yeah, I'm on all platforms. I'm on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Tidal. Yeah, so you really just pick your poison. I'm there.
Matter of fact, did you ever? I think that probably be a whole lot more better. What Brother Theeyo was suggesting about the link tree. I think I'm saying it correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You just get one link tree. They got everything there. Yeah. Hey, well, I'm not on no platforms on the social level. Yeah, I kind of like not a real big social media head, but I'm getting back in the groove. Not really nothing musically inclined, but if you want to reach out to me, you can email me, Brother Theeyo, BROTHATHEEYO at proton, PROTON.me.me. If you want to email me, that's fine. Introduce yourself, chop it up. I'm also on Instagram, but I'm not really doing anything major on Instagram. I just have a lot of inspirational stuff that you might want to check out. Stop by, say hi. The Instagram is helping people prosper 777. Helping people prosper 777.
Now, I do want all the people to know these brothers' contact information. It is going to be in this video, and also it is going to be in the video description. So y'all have everything. When it comes to myself, y'all can just simply just shoot me an email at mmgpodcast11@gmail.com, mmgpodcast11@gmail.com. We it's so much shit right now that I got going, but I have to cross some T's and dot some I's. The Instagram page, it is up and going. The YouTube channel, it is up and going. Um, I got the Instagram threads also that's up and going for the podcast show. I got to get the LinkedIn. No, not LinkedIn. Well, I got to do that anyway. But yeah, the LinkedIn. I got to get that up and going. And then the SoundCloud and some other stuff. And the only reason why I'm bringing all of this up to the people is because we are going to be selling and distributing our own music. So everybody that's watching this, y'all know that. Now check this out. Y'all heard y'all heard brother Theeyo, and I y'all heard brother Theeyo say that he's not, you know, an artist or whatnot. But I do kind of beg to differ and everything. And okay, phone act right. But we do have a track. And everybody's kind of waiting on me to do what I gotta do. But this is just a little sample. Uh brother Jonathan, your ass cap is already taken care of, right?
More or less, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be time to start getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So this a little just a little sample, just a little sample. Can y'all brothers hear that? Peace to the urban, peace to the soul tribe. Good vibes that stimulate your mind, body, soul, and your brain. Generate, activate, motivate, elevate. And that's game. So let it go with the flow. Tune to the spirit. Listen with your third eye. You can feel what you hear. Metaphysics and music, baby. Metaphysics and that music, you know how we do it. More than just a podcast, it's a culture and a movement.
That shit tight, man. That shit tight.
Yeah. Metaphysics and that music, you know how we coming. Killing ignorance,
Yeah.
so they get the
Better start running. Love it. Yeah.
The music game is twisted, it's a dose of something real. My brothers ride with bills that's equivalent to the steel. It's not a standing fight, but it's also the time to heal. They keep trying to dim my light, but this fire can't be concealed. Now I got guys, because
Yeah.
I've been listening to it because this morning, basically I was in Olive Branch, Mississippi. So I got up about 12:15 Central Standard Time, and I've been, you know, on it, and I've been listening to this the whole entire time to get me back home. So like you know, echoing off of both of y'all brothers, you know, of how you can listen to a certain track, you can listen to a certain instrument, and it can just get you through the day.
Yeah.
Because this the song, it actually got me through the day today, and we still here.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
that sticks to your head. That melody that sticks to your head, man. And I'm gonna tell you, when I first heard it, the very first time I heard you do the track, man, my heart was filled with joy. I'm like, that is dope. And I'm not one to just tell you something. I get everybody got their own thing that they like, that they dislike. I love good music. And I will say when it's a good music. And most of the time, even in the past, when I was doing stuff with my cousins, house band and stuff like that, we actually made originals. We did stuff like that. And even sometimes I wasn't even playing with them, but when they made something, I could listen to it and say, that's dope. Not just because they were my people. Even a lot of times when new artists come out, I'm like, that's gonna be a hit. That's gonna be a hit. I'm a connoisseur of good music, and things that I think are I think are good usually turn out to be good. When I heard that, I'm like, that's dope. I was walking down the street, I started gliding. I'm like, yeah, Jonathan, you did that. You did the damn thing. I'm like, man, big up to you, Jonelle. I'm
Yeah.
serious. That's a dope ass track. I love it. And you
Yeah,
know,
and
Jonelle got a lot of dope ass tracks.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
that's why, brother. That's why I said, you know, I was hoping you was gonna plug your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I
You
mean
know,
that too. That thing,
you
yeah.
know, and but you know, we're gonna get everything, you know, put out there, and everything, and for me, I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm 45 years old. I'm about to be 46 in December. So I'm a vet. I'm an OG. One of my mentors, he was like, "Nah, you a triple OG." And you know, it is what it is. I take it, you know, with a grain of salt, you know. And for me to be that OG, started rapping at an early age, started recording at age of 14. Uh, you gave me motivation. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
when when you know, when you said what you said in the text of
Yeah.
how you wanted to format everything, you know, the spirit was like, you know what? Let the young bull go ahead and format it, and then you just plug in with what you need to plug in, and you go from there. And that's why I said, you know, right now, everything is kind of on me. You know, like when I gotta get it done and everything. But you really did motivate me, because when I heard it, I was like, yep. I was like, that's it right there. And
Yeah.
then you know, and actually, I had just asked higher self to just let it flow. So when you was talking about channeling and everything, I was like, yeah, I was like, this you know, the young boy, he knows. So for y'all
Yeah.
people that's watching, this young brother, he is like light years ahead of a lot of the artists that's out there trying to do their thing, you know, right now. And I know all the other brothers, we're gonna be doing everything in our willpower, you know, to push you and to help you, and you know, as much as possible and whatnot.
Facts.
So,
Big facts.
yeah, I appreciate that, man. And that's the thing is like, you know, with the mainstream media, they always pushing a completely different topic and agenda they got going on. You know, I'm kind of just building, waiting for my turn, you know.
It's
So,
coming. Your turn is coming, and it says actually coming from the universe. And I'm gonna say this: be very clear that all the dark energy is leaving. It's a transition. I think we all been paying attention to certain things, and sometimes we gotta just kick back, stay out the way, let what's gonna happen, let it happen. But after that, all this negative energy is cleared, and this destruction happen, like they said, it's gonna get. Hey, bro, I just see your hawk. I see a hawk outside my window, John Neal. Remember that hawk that landed by your job?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I just seen a hawk, bro, a red-tailed hawk fly by my window, bro.
That's crazy.
Signs and wonders. Signs
Yeah.
and wonders. And just as I'm speaking this, all this stuff's gonna happen, and there's gonna get it's chaos before order. Things might get a little crazy, but they're not getting crazy for us. They're getting crazy to clear the way for us. Feel that
Yep.
your time is coming. All you just gotta do is keep on doing what you're doing. In the meantime, you don't have to. We don't have to wait. Like they said, patience is doing something while you're waiting. I forgot that saying, but it's not. Yeah, having patience, but still be doing stuff, moving towards your goal while you're waiting, so it don't necessarily seem like you're waiting that long. Stay busy, stay focused. Your time is coming. Everybody's time is coming. I've heard that. Yeah, we're getting ready to prepare for glory. I watched a video from Brother Yosef. He said, "Prepare for glory. Warriors prepare for glory." That's what time it is. We're about to cash in, but we still fight. It's still a fight. It's a spiritual fight. Not trying to get too far off a topic, but this is metaphysics too. Things that we can't actually see with the physical eye. These things are happening, spiritual warfare. But we already won. We've already won. We just playing it out down here. And we got to stay out the way, stay diligent, stay strong, stand tall through it all, and keep moving forward. This shit about to be a wrap, bro. We're going to get everything that we got coming to us in this lifetime, and it's going to be glorious, and it's going to be good, and we can share with all our brothers and sisters. We don't have to be, mind fucked, because it's a lot of mind fucking. A lot of mind fucking. Food, the air, the water, the EMFs, the jab, all that shit. It's all mind control. CERN, this, that. I mean, there's so many forms of mind control that people are not paying attention to. Like they say, it's an invisible weapons of a silent war. We are the targets, but we still the warriors. And then I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna shut up. They say if you knew better, you do better. Well, I say if you know better, you flow better. So the things that we know help us to prepare to get ready for the future. We live in the now, but think about our future. We gotta stand tall through it all. We got families, we got loved ones, we got people that are dependent on us. Hell, we dependent on us. The cosmos, cosmic alliance is counting on us to do what we've been instructed to do, because we all got marching orders, bro. We got instructions. This life didn't come with a lot of instructions, but spiritually, we know we got some instructions. We got shit to do. We got to operate by code, by principle, and we're being assisted by the Most High, by the cosmos. Absolutely. So we just stay cool, stay calm, collected. When that horn blow, it's time to go.
You know what it's not a coincidence. You just said that, because I was just sitting over here thinking about something, and I just put something out there to the universe about correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say Jericho and the wall.
The wall's coming down Jericho, yeah.
Blowing the horn.
Blowing the horn. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you just said something about the horn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. It's not a coincidence, my brother. So everything is is lining up what needs to be lined up. Some days are gonna be better than others. But one thing that we can all agree upon: music can pull any and everybody out of any negativity or dark place that they might be in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, my brothers, This one was definitely a good one. We are going to be definitely going to be back next Sunday. Uh, I don't know if I'll be here at the crib or if I'll be in the truck. But regardless, we're gonna go ahead and do this and again and everything. And I'm just gratitude, to both of you brothers and also brother D Mosier.
Gratitude, yes, gratitude to you guys too, man. Gratitude and cosmic love, man. That part. And
Yes.
gratitude to whoever's watching. Thank you for tuning in. Peace to the
And
gods, peace to the goddesses, peace to the cosmos, and peace to the soul tribe.
and before I forget, I'm gonna have these brothers information. It is gonna be in the video and also in the description. Now when it comes to brother Jonathan's info, we I don't want to say the brothers are work in progress, but the brothers coming along. So we gonna I'm gonna get on the young bull, on everything. So it's gonna be a good push and whatnot.
For sure.
Definitely gonna be a good push.
And I got like a link tree or something kind of like it set up. So you
Okay.
feel me? We could go ahead and put that in the description or whatever we gotta do. Yeah, they can tap in. So
Yeah, yes, yes,
you know.
yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. All right, y'all, family. We plan on doing this every Sunday. Uh, hell, brother Theo, bro, you got to say it again, man. You about to be you going this how you gonna be ending the every show, every episode, my brother.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, peace to the cosmos, peace to the soul tribe. Good vibes to stimulate your mind, body, soul, and your brain. Elevated, activated, motivated. Now that's game. So here we go with the flow. And we go with the outro. Wholeness, joy, balance, and abundance. Thank y'all for tuning in. Come back next week so y'all can see the sun dance. Ashe.
I say peace.
Peace and
Peace.
blessings.
Peace, man.